Today we had some technical difficulties on Zoom. So I thought I would go ahead and make a new video of us drawing our wanted poster for the pirate. So to start with, we're going to start by doing an oval face for our pirate. And remember, an oval is a lot like a circle. It's just stretched out a little bit more at the top and the bottom for this purpose. Sometimes we stretch it out this way. This time we're stretching it at the top of the head to the bottom of the chin. Okay, so this part is going to be the bandana, because our pirate's going to wear a bandana. So we're going to draw a rainbow arch. It's not arched really high, but it goes out long. And we're going to put some matching parallel type lines. Actually, parallel lines, I believe, should be more straight, but matching curved lines to make it look like that this is kind of wrinkled up on our pirate's head. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start on his eyes. So to start on his eye, I'm going to do 2 diagonal lines. These are going to be his eyelids. And then we're going to do a big giant smile connecting to the eyelid. This is going to be the white part of his eye. Now, we're going to do part of a circle and part of the circle here. This is the colors part of his eye, like blue or green or brown. And I'm going to do another one for the black part of his eye. And also going to add some little white highlights. So this will be the black part of his eye. There we go. And this would, of course, be the colored part. So I'll just do that real lightly with my pencil for you. Now, we're going to come and make a matching line that matches this diagonal line on both sides, because this is going to become his eyebrow. And I'm going to do another diagonal up right there. It almost looks like a check mark, doesn't it? Like line on its back, and then this one on its back and backwards. But that's going to be the start of us doing a zigzag. And the zigzag is going to be his big bushy eyebrows. All right, boys and girls. Remember, his eyebrows are going to match the color of any hair he has. So if you do brown or red or black, beard or mustache or hair, make sure the eyebrows match. Okay, here we go. We're going to go right in here to make his nose, and it's going to look like a giant C. And up underneath the C, I'm going to put a big, or maybe I should say a little smile under that C. It looks like, if this was a Western, it'd be a rockin' C. Okay, so we're going to come down and come down. Now, this is going to be his mustache coming down, and these are the outer parts of the mustache. Some of these lines we will be erasing. All right, so I'm going to have his mustache have this little part right up underneath there. because the mustache isn't totally to a point. It does cover this, but it does come up where the cupid of your lip, that's the little part above your upper lip that dents in. And so this part's going to be a little smaller. And then we're going to bring this down. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. He looks very grumpy. I think he looks grumpy, don't you? All right, so here we're going to show the bottom lip. So there's one part, and here is the second part. So we're just seeing a bit of his bottom lip is peeking out underneath his mustache. The next part we're going to do is we're going to add his ears. So that's going to be a backward C with a little backward C in the middle here, and another forward C and another little C over here. And I wanted to get those ears in before we do the beard and the hair, because it just kind of helps us with some perspective where it is. So his hair is going to come in through here and also on this side. So it's almost like I'm making, it's kind of like a U. I have something underneath here. It's making it bumpy right there in that one spot every time. Okay, now the next part is he's not gonna be this nice trimmed guy. So one thing we'll have to do is we have to erase this part and this part of the mustache, because it is gonna hook to his beard. So what I did is I erased this line and this line. And I did the same thing on this side. Now, I'm going to bring his beard down. I want to bring it way past his chin. And so that means this whole line gets erased also. So he has a big bushy beard. And if you want to, you can put some lines in it. One thing that's fun to do is to outline everything. Let's say I wanted this to be a black beard, after black beard. Then what I would do is I might outline all the hair and all the hairlines in black marker, and then color over all of this with a black crayon. And then all my lines will show up really well. Okay, well, he is coming along, isn't he? Let's give our pirate an earring. So I'm just going to make like a circle, but it gets stopped by the ear. So this is his earring. If you want, you can give him another earring on the other side. Okay, now let's go ahead and give him some shoulders. And I'm going to draw lines for a black and white striped shirt. If you've ever had a Halloween costume of a pirate, that is one of the things they give you as a black and white striped shirt a lot. Now, I could leave him this way and make a little bow where this is tied off if I wanted. And I could even make that a little taller if I wanted to. You could instead of doing these lines, you could just make it striped or polka dot, whatever you want to do. Now I'm going to add his pirate hat on top of this. So I'm going to come up from the ear, and it's a diagonal coming up. And I'll be honest with you, with the hat, I don't think I would be able to see this, but I did want you to know how to tie it off if you did want to add a hat. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that for this particular pirate. It didn't erase very well, but we tried. Okay, now we're going to take this and we're going to bring it up, and we're going to bring this one up. Now, to make this, their hat kind of curves in, up, and in. So it curves in, it goes up, and then you come down the hill, curves in, and comes to that part. Now, whenever I bought a pirate hat that was the black and white one, it all had, even though the hat is black, this part is the edging, and the edging always seems to follow the outline here of the hat in white. And that, my friend, is your pirate for your wanted poster. Now, if you wanted, let's say you wanted to make your pirate a girl pirate instead. Let's go ahead and cover that today. So, of course, I would still start with my circle for oval for, and I might go ahead and still make my eyes like the same way. I would think a girl pirate would be kind of tough, don't you? I don't think she would survive as a pirate if she wasn't kind of tough. So we're going to make her look kind of mean and tough. Okay, now I don't want bushy eyebrows, and I think I would still like to have my bandana. But I think being a girl, I might make hers have polka dots instead. Okay, so I'm going to bring her eyebrows here, and I want them to be a little more feminine. So I'm going to square them off instead of making them look bushy and hairy. And I might even add a couple of eyelashes on the eyeline here so people know it's a girl pirate. I'm going to go ahead and do her nose, but I think I'll make her nose a smaller C to make it look more like a girl. All right, I am not adding the beard. So we're going to have to do things a little different. We're going to have to add a mouth. So I think I will first add a big smile. She's going to have an open mouth. And just to make her kind of goofy, we're going to give her a few teeth here. And I'm going to give her the little smiles there. That kind of just shows the cheeks. When you smile, your cheeks move up and kind of pop out, the muscles. And so that's what we're doing. All right, so I'm going to give her some ears. And I'm going to give her an earring in both ears. Hers might be a little longer. Still have that little bump in my table. I'm so sorry. Every time I get in this area, everything gets wobbly. Okay. Now, to add to this, we're going to give her a neck. And you're going to round off, kind of like the bottom of a cylinder for her neck here. And I'm going to give her a shoulder and a shoulder. And we can still do the striped shirt. I'm wearing a black and white striped pirate shirt myself today. And I have my bandana on. So, we're going to add some hair to her. Now, if you want, go ahead and give her a captain's hat if you want to, or not. I think I wanted to, so there you go. She's a powerful pirate woman. Now, we need to give her some hair. So, we're going to bring the hair. I'm going to have some hair coming from underneath here over to the ear. And then the rest is going to come down. And we're going to make some wavy hair here to show that she's got some long hair coming out from around her hat. And coming down her back. All right, so now we have our feisty girl pirate. So thank you for joining me today in creating our pirates.